And for more here, Nancy Cordes now joins us from Capitol Hill. And Nancy, as we just heard in your piece, Judge Gorsuch won that unanimous approval by the Senate when he was up for an appeals court judgeship. Chuck Schumer, in fact, among those who did approve him via voice vote back then. But we have 69 new senators since that vote. So as of this hour, if nothing else, what do we know about Democratic strategy to perhaps push back here?
Well, they're still formulating that strategy now that they know the pick, and they would argue that a vote for a Supreme Court justice is a lot different than a vote for an appeals court judge, that it deserves a lot more scrutiny, a lot more debate. They say that Judge Gorsuch will get one thing that President Obama's pick, Merrick Garland, did not get, and that is a hearing. Despite the 10 months that Garland's nomination basically hung out there, he never got a hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Democrats say that will not be the case. They say they have a lot of questions for Judge Gorsuch and also a lot of concerns. And so while you have a handful of Democrats already saying they're going to vote no, the rest say they're keeping an open mind. They want to know more. They've got a lot of questions and they want to see how he answers them.
On another note, the full Senate is expected to confirm Rex Tillerson for Secretary of State today. Considering the contentious confirmation season that we've seen thus far, expecting any surprises during that vote?
Quite possible. You know, we didn't expect yesterday that Democrats would walk out of a vote for a couple of cabinet secretaries in one Senate committee. Could you see shenanigans like that again? It's quite possible. Democrats are in a bit of a mood to fight at the moment, partly because of that travel ban. It sort of emboldened them. They saw protests around the country, and so they're kind of in a protesting mood themselves. On the other hand, some of them are eager to cast that no vote for Rex Tillerson. So while normally the opposition party tends to give the president a lot of latitude to name his picks for his cabinet and often vote for someone who they themselves wouldn't have chosen to fill that position. In this case, you've got a lot of Democrats who are quite defiant and saying that they're not going to vote for Rex Tillerson, that they're not going to vote for Jeff Sessions for Attorney General. They also delayed his vote in committee yesterday. So there's a really quite contentious battle going on right now that led the Democrats yesterday to accuse the White House of incompetence and chaos, and Republicans fired back and said it's Democrats who are causing the chaos.
And it was that outrage, that opposition that did also mark the Judiciary Committee hearing for Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions yesterday. They would eventually delay the vote for his nomination to Attorney General. Any more holdups expected today?
Well, there are very few procedural tricks left in the Democrats' bag, so that vote likely will go forward today unless they walk out like they did from those other committees. He is not going to pick up much Democratic support, again, especially because of this travel ban. Democrats have been arguing that he was a big supporter of the ban and can't be impartial when it comes to some of these questions of constitutionality, because he was such a big booster for President Trump. And so they just feel that he's not right for the role. They already had concerns, but they might have gone ahead and voted for him because he is a fellow senator, because this is the president's choice to name who he wants to name to these positions. But again, Democrats are in a quite defiant mood. And the Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said yesterday he's actually going to vote against any nominee who doesn't come out against this travel ban.
One reason, in fact, he voted against Elaine Chao, among others. Nancy Cordes there on the Hill, as always. Nancy, we appreciate the insight.
Sure thing.